Hi guys, it's Blackie. Okay, in a recent video I spoke about my everyday carry pocket knife, which is a Victorinox Fieldmaster, which I have right there. Now this has been my everyday carry knife for, guys, I gotta say at least 10 years. I know I had it when I had my heart attack and bypasses in 2014, and I'd had it for several years before that. So I'm gonna say, and I'm just guessing, I'm sure you knife aficionados of Victorinox will know when these blue scales came out. It was a Fieldmaster, and they had a run of them one year that was, and I got it from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. It was blue scales, green scales, clear scale, and I think red translucent scale as well, as opposed to the normal everyday solid red plastic. I guess that'll kind of identify the year of it, I'm not sure. But I got it because it had all the features I want, and this came out of a discussion between me and a good friend of mine, Michael Colvin. And he said that he didn't carry a Swiss Army knife because it didn't have all the parts he wanted. He liked Swiss Army knives, and he had some, but he didn't carry them because there was not one knife that had all of the things he wanted on one knife. And he listed those things: the saw, the small blade, the screwdriver, the da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, Victorinox and Winger makes a pretty extensive collection of knives. And upon looking at them in depth, I found that there was even a Facebook or chat group where they would custom make knives. They would have meetings and they would take the knives apart and put the features you wanted into a knife. And so, talking to someone at one of that, I listed all the components because I'm trying to get him a birthday present, right? And they said, what you've described is called the Fieldmaster. And they showed me how to find it. I had never heard of the Fieldmaster. I'm very familiar with the Tinkers and the big old Champ and stuff like that, but I never heard of the Fieldmaster. So I got him one for a birthday present. And then I was so impressed with it, I got me one. Now let me give you an up close of what this knife looks like. And this is a well-worn, beat-up knife. This is carried every day in my pocket. And to me, it's the best overall general purpose pocket knife that I can carry. One, it's a Swiss Army knife. It does not look tactical and scary. And so in my everyday work, if I pull this out of my pocket, people don't freak out. If you bring out that beautiful, nice, tactical folder and all like that, people get a little nervous. They don't with a Swiss Army knife. It has a large lanyard ring right there and a very good lanyard split ring right there, to which I produced my own. This is a square fold piece of paracord that I took the guts out of the paracord and made this lanyard for it. This has been incredibly useful over the years. I will take and put my hand through it and be able to twist it up should I have to use this over water or over a great height, someplace that if it did roll out of my hand and I dropped it for whatever reason, it is not gone forever. It's going to be hanging on me. Okay? This is also the way that I take it in and out of my pocket, by dropping the knife into my pocket, and I tuck this up and over my belt at fob. All I do is I hook my finger onto the cord and pull, and this will come off the belt, and this will come up out of my pocket in one motion without me having any possibility of losing my knife. I notice if this starts to pull out of my belt, it gets my attention. Okay? Now to the knife itself. We have first, looking from this side, we have a small pair of tweezers. Now most people are going to say those are useless. I'm here to tell you, when you've got that teeny tiny little splinter stuck up at the corner, or a thorn stuck up at the corner of a fingernail or something, those things are worth their weight in gold. Right there. It slides in just like that and is carried in the thing. On the opposite side you have a toothpick which has been used many times, not only for its intended purposes, but also in bushcraft. I've used this tiny little pick to pick knots apart, like a marline spike, and get them where I could take the knot apart, or other teeny things I had to get out of a crevice. I've used this. Been very useful for that. Then it also has a writing pen right there, which does work even after all these years, and is my backup emergency. I've got to leave a note or something like that. That would be it. Next, you have on the bottom, you have the screwdriver, which is a Phillips head in a T. Great for bearing down and breaking the screw loose when it's under a pretty good load. And I've had no problems with this, of the head rolling or nothing, getting badly worn. It's very good steel. Now, an unseen feature, and it was only on this model, and I have not seen it in the current production, but I'm sure if you were industrious you could do it, is right here there is a straight pin. See it? I'm sliding it out right now. A straight pin sewing pin with a flat head on it. How valuable is that, again, for getting that little bitty splinter or sliver out of your skin? It's just absolutely valuable, and it slides right into a little bitty hole right there and slides into the thing. Okay. Next we have what's called the package hook. Get my fingernails to work for me. Okay, this is a package hook. In Europe, the idea is that you could take it and use it like a T-handle to hook the string of a package that's tied together with string. I have found this invaluable in bushcraft, to be able to take bank line and hook through it and pull to really cinch up knots. I'm constructing something. And so I use this hook, and I'll wrap the bank line around it like 2 times and pinch it with my hand, and I've got a solid T-handle to pull it, because I'll put like a bushcraft zip tie or a Canadian jam knot on it, and I'm wanting to take this bundle of sticks and make legs or something like that. I can pull it blood tight, far tighter than I can do it by hand, and it's just a toggle I can carry on me all the time. Then we have a sewing awl. I hope this is focusing well. There's a hole right here in it, and that allows me to put a piece of thread or something like that into it, and I can shove it through the material, and then I take and make a loop on it and slide a piece on the other side and then pull back through. So shove through, make a loop. And so I showed this in a video a few years ago of using this as a sewing awl. It allows me to sew bulky things together, like a pack that started coming unraveled or something I'm in the field, or I can even sew things together in the field. I've sewed birch bark together with this before as a way to hold it together with pine root, split pine root or briar cordage, and then use it to sew that thing together, and then use pitch, boiled pine sap pitch, to seal it up and make it waterproof. So that's on the outside of it, the carrier. Okay, coming from this side you have the can opener, which works very well, a very small screwdriver tip that works both for small Phillips and for small straight edge, and you've also got a bottle opener right there where you can hook and do it. Now yes, this is officially the can opener, but I have used this hook right here before to hook things before, to pull or whatever, so it can be used as another tool as well. Now on the other side you have a straight blade screwdriver, the official bottle opener, and then a teeny little notch right here. That notch is to be officially a wire stripper. I found it works really good as well for stripping bark off of certain roots and things like that, where I'm trying to get really fine and do it. And we're also taking the excess wax off of wax thread to make it more flexible and get into nooks and crannies and lay flatter. I've used that before. Now we go to usable scissors. These are invaluable, being able to trim that skin tag off, being able to cut cleanly up close to the skin, whatever. If you ever had to put a stitch in you, you're going to want something like this to cut that stitch close, because a knife is going to be just a pain to use. That's what this is really good for. And these have shown their age a little bit, and they're starting to get a little dull because of my usage all these years. So this is going to This knife is probably going to be retired here pretty soon, and a brand new one is going to be bought just to replace it because I'm that fond of the design. Next, the wood saw, which I showed in a recent video. This is a very good and aggressive tooth cutting wood saw. The back edge is 90 degrees, so by putting my thumb on it, like I said, turn it over, excuse me, teeth up, thumb on it, this is a good scratch for making shavings of a small pile of shavings off a piece of fat wood or some other wood, and also as a striker for my flint and steel, my farro rod. That's what this one serves, and it has served me very well. Now, the big main blade, which don't get a whole lot of use because you know me, I'm always carrying another knife, but this is the pocket knife that's brought out in public when I have to cut something or whatever in public, so it doesn't attract a great deal of attention or upset a lot of people. The steels on these are very good, they hold an edge well, and they've done very good for me in my field use and etc. Now also, and I don't think you're going to be able to see it because of the light condition, the main blade is actually twisted just slightly, and this is manufactured that way. It's because when you look into it right there, you're going to see there is the small blade, and when you close the big blade, it kind of slides beside the small blade, and it makes the long blade has to be actually bent a little to fit into that slot. Why they don't make the main blade straight and the little blade crooked, I don't know. That's the way they manufacture it. And then finally, we have the small precision blade, which is kept razor sharp, and I call this the scalpel and use it accordingly. If I have to dig a splinter or something out of me, this is the blade I'm going to be using. So, deep black clouds moving in, guys. I hope I don't have to reshoot this because it's too dark. So, for me, the knife of choice for use in the field for an everyday carry is the Victorinox Fieldmaster. I have carried many knives over the years. I have a box. If you haven't seen it, I mean a box in a collection in there that I have used and carried, and I still carry other pocket knives in addition to this. So this will be my primary carrying pocket knife, and then I may supplement it with something else depending on what I'm doing. You know, if I'm in the field, I'm going to have a my Blackbird or some large belt knife on me, or even a kukri or whatever. But this is the small precision blade that gets all that small detail work done. And it is a standalone knife that I could, theoretically, if I had to, build me a shelter with. Hope you enjoyed these, guys. Please leave any questions or comments below. And do me a favor, hit that like, share, and subscribe button before you leave. Till next time, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.